This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Mick Foley made an appearance on Bite This, which was the WWE.com's old web show, and he talked about who he would like to wrestle, and he brings up Edge, Hogan, and Kurt Angle. And he noted if he was going to have to wrestle you, he would have to know in plenty of time so he could get in a good shape. Did you ever hear about the possibility of a match between you two in WWE? I think the only time it happened was several years later in TNA, right?
Yes, I didn't know that Mick Foley was pushing for a match with me. I wish I would have known. I would have pushed for it as well. But, I did wrestle him in TNA, and unfortunately, he did not get prepared for it. I blew him up in about 2 minutes, and Mick was struggling the whole match to make it through. My intensity is unmatched, so I don't blame Mick. I kind of slowed down for him. But he was out of the game for a while. I mean, he wasn't in the ring for a long time. So this was kind of his first match back in a couple years. And so I understood why he blew up so quickly.
But there is an interesting thing that happens before the match starts. You get new music and new pyro. I've always been fascinated about the little tweaks to the presentation, who makes those calls and how they're made. But you get a different music here. And the pyro was different as well. When you first got pyro, there'd be like 4 blasts that went off in a row, and the last one being the biggest. Now they're rapid fire blasts with a much bigger one at the end. Is this because you're about to become the main event of WrestleMania again, or in a world title match? And are they trying to ramp that up, or is there another strategy for changing the music and the entrance after all this time?
I think they wanted to change the entrance music and the entrance because I was positioning into the wrestling machine.
Yes.
And it's a more intense wrestler. That's why the pyro was louder and more intense. The music, I believe they were trying to hide the "you suck" chants.
I see.
And, they weren't able to work it out. So you got what you got with the re-recording of it. So you have the repeating over it again. Dun, 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 dun. So, I'm not sure why they did that. It didn't help anything. It didn't hurt anything, but they didn't accomplish much with the music. But with the pyro, they did accomplish a lot.
At the 06 Royal Rumble, you defeat Mark Henry, and this is a period where they're really pushing Mark Henry as a main event guy, probably for the first time ever. How was working with Mark here in early 06?
Well, Mark was great. The problem with Mark was he kept getting injured. He had bad timing. Things weren't going right for him. He wasn't getting it. He wasn't getting the psychology as well as he should have. And by 2005, a light switch went off in his head, and overnight he just got it. It was like this guy's a seasoned worker. He's really good. And it just happened. I think, maybe, Mark might be better under pressure, and, his 10-year deal was coming up, and he knew he had to refocus and show Vince McMahon that he could make it as a great worker in the business. And he did it. And that got him another 10 years contract. So, Mark did the right thing, and he improved. And, by 2006, he was a seasoned veteran.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.